This HAN Network video is brought to you by Palmer's Market. On the campus of Fairfield Warde High School, this is the HAN Network's 2018 Spring Sports Tour. I'm Frank Renito, sitting alongside the girls golf captains for the Mustangs. They are Emily Healy and Gabby Inchoco. Girls, thank you so much for taking time with us today. Emily, let me start with you being named a captain heading into your senior year. What did that mean to you?
Well, I'm really honored to be leading this team. We've had a really good 4 years, and so we got a bunch of freshmen this year, so I'm just excited to get everyone integrated and comfortable with the team because I think that we're a really great group of girls.
Obviously, with that excitement, you got to have the emotions of getting back out to practice now the past few weeks. Heading into your senior year, what has it been like? A little bit of a roller coaster with the emotions, I imagine.
Yeah, well, we actually haven't been able to practice outside except for yesterday was our first time on the course. So that was nice, and I got to play with some freshmen. So it was just nice getting to know everyone, and I think that if you just keep the mindset of keeping it fun and all that, it's very enjoyable.
Well, Gabby, that would be my next question for you. We were talking before, and you girls mentioned that you've got your biggest incoming freshman class since you've been here. Right. What role do you play as captains now in helping to get those girls acclimated to the varsity roster?
Right. Well, so I think it's really great because since the golf course is off campus, a lot of the girls take the bus, and so I think that's a really great way for all the freshmen, because all of our incoming girls are freshmen, to really kind of get acclimated to the team. Also, I think that we have a really great just team culture in terms of, we help the girls with their bags, or, just letting them know the different feels of all the different courses, and just making sure that they feel comfortable in any of the golf environments that they're in.
Well, you certainly have a lot of experience at the top of the group with the great year you had last year, so many girls coming back. I talk about the emotions of coming in second at States and how that experience is going to be a big advantage this season.
Right. Our varsity team is really strong, and I think that even though we've lost one of our varsity players, I think that we're still going to be really strong. Emily, do you have anything to add?
Yeah. So I said that States last year was probably a highlight of my golf career, just because our entire team worked and played as best as we could. And I remember it was pouring and people were complaining. It was so cold out, but we all pulled through. And I think that even though we came in second, it still felt like a really big accomplishment.
Well, you talk about that difficult weather, and you've seen a lot of it the past few weeks, obviously, as you get ready for the season. You haven't been able to get on the course, but what have you been doing as a group to make sure that everyone's still getting swings in and is ready to go?
For example, so last week my coach brought us to Rolling Hills Country Club, and we used an indoor simulator, so we just got to loosen up and see everyone's swings. And this week we went to Smith Richardson, our home course, and we did some chipping and putting, and then yesterday we got to play 5 holes, so we're starting to loosen up a little bit.
Gabby, as you look ahead to the season, if there were one thing in particular you think this group needs to do well if they're going to be successful, what would that be?
That's a good question. I think our team is doing a lot of things right already. I think it would just be to continue working hard and really getting out on the course even when it's difficult, on those rainy, cold days, because, golf is really special in the fact that, it's really dependent on the weather. And so I think if we just keep persevering through the weather, I think that we're going to have a really great season.
Well, we're really excited to see the girls out there on the course. Girls, great job today. Thank you so much for taking time with us, and we want to wish you best of luck this season.
Thank you for having us.
Alongside the golf captains at Fairfield Warde, this is the HAN Network's 2018 Spring Sports Tour. Stay tuned as we roll on through the rest of the conference.